Praise the Lord. Here we are. We're back with you. We lost our battery and had to come back on. And I think that maybe it would be a good idea to come back on because so many of you were enjoying what Angela was talking about. And I think we should continue that on, that conversation. Here is the book that we're giving away this month as the love gift, everybody's love gift of $25 or more. It is about that thick. It's an easy read. It's not that many pages, but it's not thin either. It's a great book. And every time I put it together, every time we print it, we run out. So you want to get yours as quickly as possible. You can go to monthlypartners.com and give $25 on monthlypartners.com, and we'll send you Angela's book. It's fairly new. What is it? 3 years old? 4 years old?
No, about 7 years old.
How many?
7.
Oh, 7 years old. Wow, time is going by fast. So this is a book that will bless you. And then also, there is a special section in there. We don't want to talk about it. It wouldn't be appropriate to talk about now, but there is a special section in there that's written just for what do you call it? Women and women issues that you'll notice during fasting. So really, there's a lot of stuff in this book that is powerful. She was talking about killing the flesh, and there's a couple of more questions in there, but you wanted to add any more, Angela?
Well, basically, I think to recap a little bit, fasting will not make you lose weight. What the body does is as soon as you start to fast, kind of like if you skip a day without eating, the body kind of freezes and says, uh-oh, we are in a famine. Because the body doesn't know. The body doesn't know you're being spiritual. Remember, separation from body. You are a spirit, you have a soul, and you live in a body. So the body is just your house. So it doesn't know that you're being spiritual because it's not a spiritual thing. Okay. Some of us know that every morning we wake up, the body's not spiritual. So basically, you have to say, it's not going to make me lose weight. All it does is it kills the flesh, causing you to become closer to the spirit realm or the Lord. So if you'll notice, as the holidays approach, many of us like to go out and decorate, and we do things, and everything is pretty, and it appeals to every sense you have. So we have the desire to get and to buy, and we'll do anything to get a hold of whatever we can get our hands on. So what fast do is it will cause you to suddenly, after about 3 days of no food, water only, to the store, and it's amazing how things are no longer appealing. You don't sit there and you don't lust after every single thing you see, like not that we run around lusting after everything in the store, but you have desires. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Or, oh, isn't that cute? Or oh, wow, I'd love to have that. It doesn't really faze you anymore. As you start to think of things like people, and if so-and-so's okay, and did I check on them, and we better pray for them, you become more in tune to spiritual things and not so much things of this life or this world. Your little black dress fitting you by Christmas, or whether your tree is prettier than your friends, or you start to think of more important things like, is your friend's mother okay? Is she sick? Can we pray? Can we get the neighbor next door some food as they're a shut-in, or important things that are more spiritual rather than fleshly. So flesh is knocked down by fasting, and that's what is important to do, if you can, as much as you can. Now, to go on a 30 to 40 day fast, I would not recommend that more than once a year, as your body does need time to repair and regenerate itself after that. As for 3-day fast, a week-long fast, a day fast, if you're in good health and you're not on medication, you can do that anytime you want. So you can do multiple of those a year, or however many you want to do.
And again, it's a good idea to check with your doctor before going on any type of regimen, that's going to affect your health, whether you're on medicine or not.
Yes, and if you're in good health, and most of us don't have those kinds of things to deal with, but if you do, you do need to talk to a doctor. If you're on medication, you should definitely consult a doctor, if there's anything you're battling with in your health. But if like most of us, if you're in good health and you're running around all day and you feel great and you're not on medication, you can fast anytime. So anyway, just keep that in mind. And this book will tell you all of it. There's actually two sections. There's a spiritual section, and then there is a more of a physical section. So,
okay, let me read some of the titles in each section here. We really lost our audience big time. Hopefully they'll come back on with this, and a lot of you will pick this up on replay. If you didn't know what we're doing, you're catching us live going down the interstate 5. We are in Oregon and we're headed to California. We're going to drive all night, and we start our share-a-thon for our friends at the Christian radio station KNLB starting this Sunday. So we're really looking forward to being with them again, and we're really going to believe God for miracles for them. And then also we're going to be believing God that he's going to give us favor and put us in the front of the right faces to help us with our promotion in Las Vegas. So in your book, Fasting, God's Path to Health and Power, you talk about covenant, you talk about why should I fast, knowledge and your will, someone is always watching you, killing the flesh, sacrifice, time and space, the selfish generation, patience, fasting on your missions trip, the perfect body cleanser, fasting to the Lord. You want to address that, fasting to the Lord?
Well, when we fast unto the Lord, a lot of people say, oh, I want a new car because my car isn't working anymore. It's getting older. Or, Jane Doe next door, she's got a nicer car and I want one like hers, or whatever. Okay, so let's say we want a new car. So let's go on a fast for a new car. Then the Lord will hear me. They think somehow by fasting, the Lord's going to hear them where he doesn't normally or something. I don't know. People get these illusions in their head, and it's for real, okay? So they think that because maybe if they're fasting, they get more in touch with God, he'll hear them. Well, which isn't the case. God will hear you when you pray just as much as if you do, okay? He'll hear you if you're not even saved. That's how we get saved, by praying. And we don't have to fast. We don't even have to be a Christian. God hears everybody at any time. But what fasting, people think, oh, if I fast, I'm going to get that new car, I'm going to get that new house, or I'm going to get that promotion, or maybe I'll even get that baby that I was wanting, or whatever. So just let me say this. Don't fast for things. We fast to the Lord. And the Lord will bless us.
We fast unto the Lord because of our love.
Yes, you fast as unto the Lord, and you sit back and you watch the Lord bless you. So it's interesting to see how many times this happens in life,
Because you stated in the book that when you fast for things, you replace your food with the lust for things.
Yes.
It's still a lust, so to speak, that's going on in your home. Isn't that right?
Yes. It's funny because, I don't know how many of you know, we have the two girls, Hannah and Julie, and I had Hannah and Julie, and we were wanting I was wanting a little boy. I think Daddy was happy. He was happy with the girls. But I was wanting a little boy. Well, we had the two girls, and I was hoping for a little boy, so I did that. I thought, well, if I want a little boy, if I fast, I'll get closer to God, right? And then he'll hear me, and he'll give me that little boy, right? Because that way, lots of people think, then all my bases are covered. See,
and then it becomes
it becomes fleshly. So, but this is what I thought. Okay, this is what I thought. Right. Now, here what happened, y'all. Okay, now I had Hannah and I had Julie. So some of you know our family. I have Hannah and Julie. So I'm fasting to get this little boy, right? So I fasted to the Lord, and I actually went on the 30-day fast during that time. And lo and behold,
Wait a minute, 30 days.
Water only.
No food.
No food. Water only.
Just water.
So would you believe that I did get a baby after that 30-day fast? But I didn't get the little boy I wanted. No. I got another pretty little girl. And we have beautiful, pretty little Deborah, who's so cute and so wonderful and so much fun. And we just love Deborah with all our hearts. But yes. She was the beautiful little girl after my 30-day fast for a little boy. So I prayed and I said, Lord, I want it. a little boy. Why did I get a little girl? And of course, Daddy, he's more happy now because 3 little girls is better than 2 little girls, right?
And I didn't fast. I ate everything inside.
I said, okay, Lord. And it was like a revelation came to me. You're not fasting for things. You're fasting as unto the Lord. And then you watch the Lord bless you. Okay. So yes, I got the baby, but it wasn't what I wanted because I was fasting for that. I wasn't fasting to the Lord. I was fasting for a little boy. So it was out of fleshly desire. So I learned in that we don't fast as unto things. We fast as unto the Lord, and then we watch the Lord bless us. Well, time went on, and I kept on fasting and praying and fasting, and kind of forgot about it. I figured, oh, well, I kind of forgot about it. So the next baby we had, I really didn't care a whole lot at this point. And did you know we got that little boy? And I said, okay, well, how did this? Because I wasn't fasting or praying or believing that I was going to get a little boy this time. It just kind of, the Lord did it. And it was like the Lord was saying to me, okay, so now you didn't fast for that boy. You just fasted to me. And here's the blessing. So, and as we have 2 little boys. Little Timothy came later, but what it is you're fasting to the Lord and you watch him bless you. So I guess I didn't get 1 blessing, but I got 2. I got a double portion, right? I got 2 little boys. So that's kind of what the Lord, and girls are blessing, I already had that. So, but the Lord will bless you with whatever. Maybe you don't care. Maybe the life is any more children. Well, maybe the Lord is going to bless you with that new home or that new car that you want, or maybe a husband or a wife or something that you're seeking after, but you can't seek after those things. You have to pray and you have to let the Lord bring those things to you. So fast unto the Lord, and he knows the desires of your heart, and watch him grant those things in your life. It may not happen today or tomorrow or even next year. It may take 5, it may take 10 years from now, but you'll look back and you'll say, you know what? That was the Lord and his doing, and it was marvelous in thy sight. So you just have to pray and fast as unto him and watch him bless you in your life.
So okay, we're talking about fasting. We're talking about Angela's new book, Fasting, and it's God's power to health and power. Religious leaders from everywhere have spoken about all types of fasting. Recently, a young person said he was going on a technology fast. Although remarks like this may be amusing, the true fast is with water only. The human body fires up every time any type of organic matter hits your mouth, and the chain reaction from the tongue throughout your body begins to go into action. This book is written in 2 sections. Section 1 reveals the spiritual side of fasting primarily. Section 2 reveals the physical side of fasting. Packed with scripture, you will learn how fasting gives you not only your spiritual power, but health in your body too. Our hope is that the information within these pages will go deep in your heart and become a revelation to you, changing habits and mindsets that take you to a higher level, both spiritually and physically. Find out how to break a fast. That's really the most important thing about a fast, is breaking the fast.
Yeah, because when you are fasting, your body, if I could say it this way, goes dormant like bears. You are hibernating. No, your body does. It goes dormant, so it does not. Basically, when I was a little kid, my mother, she had a book she read to me, and you teach your kids, you read to them about the digestive system and everything, and it showed a picture of all these in the stomach, and they were all working, and they had big old chainsaws and hard hats and big old construction outfits, and they were in the stomach and they were breaking things down, and so that was a picture I've had in my life, in my mind, since I was probably 3 years old. But anyway, these little men, well, that was what I thought they were, but they're really, it's just the body works together. The Lord made it that way. Your system will shut down when you are on a fast, and those little men go to sleep, right? So what happens is your whole body shuts down and it goes dormant, and so it kind of rests and regenerates and puts itself back together and goes to sleep. So when you have to break it carefully because you don't want to, you know, well, let me just say this. There was a man and he went on a 40-day fast, water only, and he broke the fast and he had one of the cans of Coke, and in doing that, it killed him. You can't just put anything in your system in this fast. I would never advise you to eat a hamburger to break a fast or anything like that. You know, it's kind of like when you have a baby, you feed the baby milk. Well, why can't you feed your baby food, you know, as soon as it, you know, comes out?
Steak.
Well, because it doesn't have teeth, but you know, you can't do baby food because it's not ready for that kind of food yet in the digestive system. It can't even drink real milk. It has to drink a specific formula or breast milk from the mother or manufactured a certain way for their delicate digestive system. So it's kind of like that when you break the fast, you become like a baby, and you have to get certain things in your system to reboot your system. Things like soup, liquid soup, you know, you could do chicken noodles soft, small amounts. I wouldn't recommend going over, you know, to start maybe the first day, a couple bites of fruit, 4 ounces of broth. Just start slowly every few hours, you know. It depends on how long you're, you know, for a 30-day fast, 40-day fast, you're going to take it easy. To just kind of reboot your system back again before you start to, you know, eating steaks and burgers for probably a good week after your break fast of something.
This is, we're talking about Angela's book, Fasting, God's Plan, Path to Health and Power. Available to you this month, the month of November. You might want it and go on a fast.
And make good Christmas gift.
And it would be a good thing to go on a fast the day after Thanksgiving.
Or after Christmas, you know, they make great Christmas gifts because a lot of your loved ones, you know, some people, other foreign cultures, they don't believe like we believe, but they do believe in fasting, and it's a great gift to give to our loved ones, maybe even aren't saved, to pique their interest in fasting. And it has, I believe that there is a, I guess you would call it an altar call in there. It's not, you're not going to be at an altar, but yes, a prayer of salvation at the end. So it's a great little gift, even to those unsaved loved ones who you are praying for Christmas. It doesn't look suspicious or fishy like you're jamming religion down. You could give it as a gift, and it would pique their interest to fasting, and then they have a chance to say the prayer of salvation at the end.
Okay,
so,
Angela, in your book, you talked about preparing for your fast. I don't think many people think about that, or they think that that's important.
Well, oftentimes preparing for the fast is a lot like breaking the fast. It's going to be a lot harder if I eat, you know, at a ribs restaurant and then the next day go on a fast. Whereas if I eat at a ribs restaurant and then the next day maybe do something like soup and salad, and then the next day just all liquid, and then the next day go on a water only fast. So, you know, it's going to be a lot easier transitioning, slower than quicker. So just remember, like you break the fast is how you should start the fast, a lot of ways. And it'll give more details in the book, but
that's right.
Go slow. Just like everything, you know, we don't get our little baby from, you know, bottle to ribs in a day. And we don't do that either. You know, it takes 12 years for a child to graduate high school. And it's going to take your body time to transition from eating to a fast, or from a fast back to eating. So everything takes time. And just remember that. Don't be too quick. You don't want to make yourself sick. You don't want to be in the bathroom or on the, you know, vomiting or anything like that. That's not the point. You don't want that. And you don't have to have that happen. If you do things right and you go on it slowly and come off it slowly, it can be a very easy thing to do, and it will be a good cleanser. The first day you'll have cleansed a lot in your body. I know a lot of people are concerned about bodily cleansing. There's even products on the market for cleansing. I don't know, all kinds of liver cleanses, colon cleanses, just internal cleansing. Fasting is a great way for that to happen. Any kind of cleansing. So if you fast, I'm not looking at you because I'm actually on the road here. So to cleanse your system. So what fasting does is it the first day gets rid of a lot of the toxins and impurities in your body. By day 3 or 4, your system is clean, much like a new baby. So the idea is to cleanse your system. It really works with. So, it's good for a lot of reasons. It's good for spiritual reasons and physical reasons, both alike. And like I said, we clarify that in the book. It talks about both. So I know it's to get closer to the Lord. A lot of people want to do that, and just for that. And you can do that too. So it's really good. Again, it does not make you lose weight. Your body will go into a fasting mode, which is your body thinks that there's a famine in the land, and it will actually store fat, and you will not. I know a lady who, most of us ladies laugh at this because this happens to pretty much 1% of us. Most of us look at food and gain 10 pounds, but there is that 1 or 2% of ladies who just can't gain weight. We're all jealous of them, right? Well, anyway, there was one of those ladies, and they had a hard time gaining weight. They just couldn't, they ate everything in sight and everything, and can't gain weight. So her prayer was to actually gain weight. And it was serious. She really did. She was really skinny and underweight. We don't know those problems. Most of us don't have those issues. We're just like, I gotta tell you, it was so funny. Little Deborah was in class, and they were doing some measurements for a specific costume to wear in her class. So they were going around measuring all the little children. They come to Deborah, and Deborah sicks her stomach in really good. And all of us laughed. Me and 2 other ladies were sitting there, we were laughing, because, I said, oh, she's been watching Mama too long, how you just suck your stomach in. But so many of us ladies have a hard time losing weight. But this particular woman, she had a hard time gaining. So her prayer was to gain weight. Anyway, she went on a fast, and throughout that fast, I think she went on 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, something like that. The woman actually gained weight on a fast. She did. She gained about 10 to 20 pounds, which is in the natural seems impossible. But I mean, eating normally, she couldn't gain weight. Cookies, candy, ice cream, everything you can think of, everything we don't eat to stay, to stay chubby and not fat, So this woman ate all those things, gained no weight. She went on a fast and totally gained weight. To be where she, a little bit healthier looking, filled her a little bit out, I guess, and made her happy. So the Lord blessed her in that. But it won't make you lose weight because your body thinks it's in a famine. If you're trying to lose weight and you're fasting for that, it won't do it because your body thinks that you're in a famine, and it will actually store fat so that you die in a famine because your body thinks you're in the desert in a famine. So, don't be fasting, ladies, because you're trying to get into that size 2 dress for Christmas. That won't work. I promise. So anyway, as I said before, we fast to the Lord, and we watch the Lord heap the blessings upon us in our lives. So if you want that to happen, it's good to just fast as unto Him, do a lot of prayer, and get rid of the food, and do that. As we sacrifice the food, the Lord will bless you in your life wherever you need. So just pray, tell Him your needs, explain to the Lord what you want, and fast to Him, and watch the blessings come into your life.
Amen. So, okay, and let me just say, we're talking about Angela's new book on fasting, and you want to get this. This is a powerhouse book. She fasted 30 days, water only, and it was powerful. Also, in the first few pages, Dr. Knox from Miami, Florida, writes a few words, and I wanted to read those to you. We're on the road. We're traveling. We're just leaving Portland, Oregon, and we're on the Interstate 5 heading south towards California, and we'll be in Arizona tomorrow. Dr. Knox in Angela's book says, the New England Journal of Medicine stated fasting is a valid experience. It can benefit any otherwise healthy person whose calories now have the upper hand in his or her life. As a medical physician, he states that fasting is an effective and safe method of detoxifying the body, a discipline that wise people have used for centuries to regain the control of their health. In my medical profession, I have seen where people who fast regularly help their body heal itself and stay well. Within the pages of this book, and like I say, Angela said there's two sections. One's a physical and one's a spiritual. But she says in the pages of this book, Angela correctly shows you how to give all your organs a rest. She shows that the true fast is not only scientific, but also allows you to obtain power with God as well as help. As you read this book and use it wisely, it is widely recognized that we will live longer, happier lives. Dr. Knox goes on to say in her book, I have heard that fasting can be addictive. Every time you fast, one not only sees results, but feels better. Is that true?
Mm-hmm. And back what you said about the aging process, as from the toxins in our body, everything we eat, I know some of us think, well, we ate a salad. Isn't that good? That wasn't too bad, right? We didn't eat a greasy hamburger. We ate a salad, and that was good, right? Well, yes, that was good. But the thing is even the salad that grows out of the ground, it all comes out of the dirt. We are dirt. We are fleshly beings, and everything that's in the earth is fleshly, and it's not perfect. After the fall of man and sin entered the earth, everything is no longer perfect. So even the salad, it's good for us to eat salad, but even that is not the exact salad that the Lord designed, full of the nutrients and the things you need. So our aging process is so much faster if you think of the people in the Bible days and how many years they lived. Just think of, Methuselah lived 969 years. Today, if your grandpa lives till 100, we all clap, okay? 969 years. Can you imagine? The things that were in the ground and the food they ate was so much more pure than it is today. Life was so much. The aging process by fasting, eliminating food out of our diet, oftentimes you don't have as many toxins, therefore your aging process is a lot easier to, your skin is clearer, your health is a little bit better,
your nails,
hence you'll tend to live a little longer. There's diseases that have been cured from fasting. Just a lot of things are beneficial when you go on a fast that would normally not otherwise. Even some medications, some people were on medication and they're not anymore. Again, if you're on medication, I would not advise any fasting without talking to your doctor. But if you were on medication and now you are not on medication and you are going on a fast, it will clear out the medication that your body in the past has been on. It will just totally, it's kind of like setting the reset button on your electrical sockets. I don't know, you put your dryer and plug it in to dry your hair, and then all at once the dryer won't work. Well, your dryer wasn't broken. You have to set the reset button. So it's kind of like that. You set the reset button on your system, and it's kind of like it reverses the aging process and cleans yourself of all the toxins in your body. And it starts from your feet. I don't know if many of you know, they have these things out where you can put your feet in a bucket and they take the toxins out of your feet, because most of your toxins leave through your feet, and that's why we have smelly socks and smelly shoes and this kind of things. Well, this is true. The toxins leave. So you'll cleanse yourself, as you fast, through not eating things of this earth, and your body will cleanse itself. It knows how to do that. You don't have to go to a specialist, a nature path person to to flush your system yourself through simple fasting, water only diet, and be careful the water we drink. So much of it is polluted. They have filters on your refrigerator you can buy that will purify water you're drinking, so that you're not drinking water that is got chemicals and chlorine and things they use basically to treat the waters.
And no plastic.
Well, the BPA in the plastic very like a carcinogen, which is cancer causing. So try to stay away from water bottles. If you want a water bottle, get your own and add the water from your refrigerator or wherever to it. Try to stay away from these bottles because they have BPA in them.
So we're talking about Angela's book on fasting. It can be yours for $5 or more this month. Go online to monthlypartners.com and sow your seed today. You're not buying a book. You are sowing into the ministry and our gift to you. But let me finish what Dr. Knox from Miami wrote here. He said this is like in her book, many doctors, including myself, have seen fasting eliminate major diseases. Remarkably, it has even removed chronic skin diseases, psoriasis and eczema, digestive tract patients with ulcerative colitis and Crohn's, and quickly eliminated cardiovascular diseases such as angina. He said, in my own practice, I often observed in fasting participants that by day 4 of the, I don't know why that is, but Angela does, many people's concentration seems to improve, creative thinking expands, depression lifts, insomnia stops, anxieties fade, the mind becomes more tranquil, and a joy, while the medical doctor writing Angela's book forward begins to appear. He says it is my hypothesis that when the physical toxins are cleared from the brain cells,
which takes 3 days,
mind-brain functions automatically and significantly improves, and spiritual capacities expand. You want to explain what the doctor is saying?
Yes, sort of like we talked about before. 3 days is kind of that cleansing system that's going to be the hardest thing, because the system is screaming out. Okay, your physical body is you're killing. Remember that scripture, you're beating your body and making it your slave. Well, you're making it your slave. Now you're going to